Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my WWE Evolution preview and predictions. The first ever all-women's pay-per-view is tonight, so I figured I would get my predictions up for it. And if you haven't known, this is the first ever all-women's pay-per-view. I really can't blame you because it's very weird. The WWE announced the show back in July, and well, it might have been the beginning of August. So I remember it was like a little bit before SummerSlam, and pretty much they promoted it like crazy originally, and then as the show got closer, they really haven't talked about it all that much. There's really no build up to a lot of these matches on the show, and it's very weird. I thought that if they had had an all women's pay per view, that they would have gone out for it, but it doesn't really feel like they have. Um, it's really weird. Um, and obviously, it's not completely the WWE's fault because they've had that whole Crown Jewel controversy going on with that, and I'm not really going to spend too much time talking about that in this video because I'll probably talk about it in the Crown Jewel predictions. And then you had the Roman Reigns stuff that took place this week, and you had the Dean Ambrose heel turn, and they pretty much had to rewrite their show because Roman Reigns is going to be out indefinitely. Yeah, and quite frankly, I just don't have as much interest as I thought it would going into the show. I'm fairly interested in it. There's some stuff I'm interested in, but I can see someone not really being interested in this card because if you pretty much don't watch the Mae Young Classics or NXT, two of the matches on this show pretty much are throwaways for them. And then there's a throwaway 6-woman tag, a battle royal that I'm not really a huge fan of. It's just to get everybody on the show. A tag team match that's old school versus new school, sort of. And obviously, because Alexa Bliss got a concussion, the interest of that went went away. I'm pretty interested in the SmackDown Women's Title match, but it'd be better if Charlotte Flair was the heel and Becky Lynch was the face, which is what it should have been all along. And I'm really interested in the Raw Women's Title match. That's probably one of the matches I'm looking forward to the most. And then we were supposed to have an NXT UK Women's Championship match, but because they waited so long to finally launch NXT UK, those matches, the whole tournament to crown the first champion, hasn't even been aired yet. So yeah, pretty much the build up to Evolution's completely flopped. I would if, but I think the show could surprise people. I think it could end up being like a really entertaining show, hopefully. And but if it's not, I really wouldn't complain if this is the only time we have an all women's pay per view. It's also a little bit weird, like I said before, that this show just happens to be taking place right before Crown Jewel. They go to Saudi Arabia where no woman can compete. So yeah, we pretty much know why this show's happening. But yeah, let's talk about the code. We have the 6-woman tag team match: Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya versus the Wyatt Squad. And if you would have asked me at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, the original in 2015, and if you would have asked me pretty much 3 years ago, what Sasha Banks and Bayley's role was going to be if they did like an all women's pay per view and really launched women's wrestling, I would not have said a throwaway 6-woman tag team match. I think that's a huge joke, and yeah, it's a joke. I think this is just going to be a typical tag team match we would see on Raw, and I think the baby faces will just go over. Really don't have much interest in this match at all. I'll probably just be mainly sitting there. And then we have the historic Women's Battle Royal. Don't really know what's so historic about it, considering the fact that this is just going to be any Battle Royal, but the winner of this match is going to get a future Women's Championship match. They didn't specify how the person would get the match, if it's just going to be, you pick which title you want to go for, or you could challenge for your brand's championship, but whatever. Let's go over the confirmed participants. Representing Monday Night Raw, I'll just say everyone that's on Raw: Tamina Snuka, Ember Moon, Nia Jax, Dana Brooke. And representing Raw / 205 Live, because 205 Live is uncanny from Raw, Maria Kanellis. Then we have representing SmackDown, Billy Kay, Peyton Royce, Asuka, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Carmella, Lana, Naomi, and Zelina Vega. And then representing the free agents slash legends, Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Alundra Blaze, Ivory, Kelly Kelly, and Molly Holly. So I do expect more people to get announced for the show. Probably some NXT people. I'd like to see some people from the Mae Young Classics in here. So I'm assuming that's going to be what happens. As for I think is going to win this match, I think it's going to be Nia Jax. I think they're going to use this to get Nia Jax back in the title picture because I'm trying to think like who else does Ronda Rousey really have to feud with. I think Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey have unfinished business since the match ended pretty much in a no contest at Money in the Bank, so I think that makes sense. So I just gave away my prediction for the Raw Women's title match, but I really don't care. So like I said, we were supposed to have the next match is a tag team match. It was supposed to this match originally was supposed to be 2 one-on-one matches. It was going to be Trish Stratus versus Alexa Bliss and Lita versus Mickie James. However, they just did that to trick people to buy tickets because they didn't want to announce the main event for the show, but it didn't really work. And I thought it made sense to combine the two matches because Lita's performance at the first ever Women's Royal Rumble really wasn't all that spectacular, so I didn't think she was going to be able to do a one-on-one match. So I think it made sense to make it a tag team match, and I was pretty interested in this match. But Alexa Bliss went out due to injury because she suffered a concussion. So now it's just going to be Alicia Fox taking Alexa Bliss's place. And now all my interest in this match is just pretty much went out the window because, yeah. I was originally going to say Alexa Bliss and Mickie James are going to win because it puts over the new talent. But now, if you think about it, Mickie James really isn't new talent because she's been around since 2005. And Alicia Fox pretty much really isn't going to benefit all that much from winning. So I just say give the win to Trish Stratus and Lita. So there's that. Then we have the 2018 Mae Young Classic Tournament Finals match. Toni Storm versus Io Shirai. I think this is going to be one hell of a matchup. I think it's going to really steal the show. And I think Toni Storm's going to win the Mae Young Classic because they've really built her up. And she was in the tournament last year. I just think she has the better story. So I'll say Toni Storm wins. And then she'll either get a future NXT Women's or NXT UK Women's Championship match. Then we have the NXT Women's Championship match. Kairi Sane defending against Shayna Baszler. I'm actually going to go out on a limb and say that Shayna Baszler is going to make history and become the first ever woman to be a 2-time NXT Women's Champion. I think she's just killing it in NXT and no reason to call her up right now. And there's a lot of people that she can wrestle down in NXT. And I think this will build to a rematch at NXT TakeOver War Games 2 and a 2 out of 3 falls match between Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler. Then we have the two main event matches. First, the last woman standing match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. I know they've recently rumored that Becky Lynch is injured and might drop the title, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Becky Lynch is going to retain the title. It would probably be better in the long run to have Becky Lynch probably drop the title and then disappear and then come back as a babyface, but Becky Lynch is extremely hot figuratively and literally right now, and there's really no reason to take the title off of. You could always have her just keep the title and not really wrestle matches on SmackDown and stuff, and just have her cut promos and things like that. So I think Becky Lynch should retain. Then we have the main event. It's the Raw Women's Championship match. Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella. This is the match that sold the tickets. A lot of people are pissed this match is happening, but this sold out the venue, so I thought it made sense. And I'm really looking forward to this match. As for how the match is going to be, I think this match might surprise a lot of people. Ronda Rousey hasn't had a bad match since she's been in WWE, and Nikki Bella is a pretty good wrestler, so I think this match could surprise a lot of people. And I think Ronda Rousey's retaining the Raw Women's title. I think they're going to keep her a dominant champion for a while, and she'll lose the belt at WrestleMania probably, so that's what I think is going to happen. That's pretty much my predictions for Evolution. There's only like 7 matches on this show, which is pretty pathetic. Because I thought this show just would have been have all these matches, have all these dream matches, but I guess not. But I'll repeat my predictions since I kind of went through it fairly quickly. I think that Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya are going to win the 6-woman tag team match. I think that Nia Jax is going to win the Battle Royal. Trish Stratus and Lita will win their tag team match. Toni Storm will win the Mae Young Classic. Shayna Baszler is going to become the first ever 2-time NXT Women's Champion. Becky Lynch will retain her SmackDown Women's title, and Ronda Rousey will retain her Raw Women's title. I think with the NXT Women's title, it makes sense to do a title change because I don't expect. If you want to make this show really historic, you should do a title change, and I think the NXT Women's title makes the most sense. Plus, you have an NXT Takeover War Games too coming up fairly shortly, so there's that. And that's pretty much my thoughts on Evolution. Leave your thoughts and predictions down in the comments below. That's pretty much it, guys. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and share this video so people will watch it. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel for more content and click on the bell. So that way, every time I upload a video, you guys get the notifications for it. Make sure you guys do the same thing for my CM Brothers and Owen Talking Native YouTube channels. That's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.